We acknowledge that Tri-Cities Community Television operates on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation. We thank the Coquitlam who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below.
On Saturday, April 25th, dignitaries from around Vancouver and the Tri-Cities came out to the Vancouver Golf Club in Coquitlam to attend the opening ceremony for Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society's ExploreAsian Festival. The ExploreAsian Festival is comprised of numerous events that run throughout the month of May, which has been declared Asian Heritage Month. This year, the Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society is celebrating 30 years of the ExploreAsian Festival. And while the opening ceremony only offers a small taste of what the festival has to offer, Tri-Cities Community TV was there and brings you this coverage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Distinguished guests, community leaders, partners, friends, welcome to the 30th ExploreAsian opening ceremony. My name is Jimmy Yan, and it's my privilege to be your MC today. We are gathered here to celebrate not only the beginning of this year's ExploreAsian Festival, but also a remarkable milestone, 30 years of celebrating Asian heritage, culture, and contributions in Canada. And ladies and gentlemen, national anthem, please rise, and the song will be led by Angelina Park. Miss Park, please.
Oh
Please be seated. And thank you very much, Angelina. Before we begin, we respectfully acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional, ancestral, cultural lands of indigenous peoples. We recognize their enduring connection to this land, and because of their stewardship, we are able to continuously celebrate Asian heritage, culture, and contributions in Canada. To begin our program, it is my pleasure to invite the President of Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society to deliver the opening remarks. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. June Chan McIntyre.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society, it's my honor to welcome you all to the opening ceremony of the 30th ExploreAsian anniversary celebration of Asian Heritage Month. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate Asian heritage together. Since 1996, VAMP has been dedicated celebrating Asian heritage, emphasizing diversity voices and building bridges across communities. Time flies. It's been 30 years of promoting Asian heritage and culture. Our Asian communities are incredibly diverse and full of talent. At the same time, we share common goals and challenges. Today is a great opportunity to learn about our work and to share our upcoming events. We warmly invite you to share this event with your communities to join us in celebrating Asian Heritage Month together. I would like to sincerely thank our speakers, partners, volunteers, and organizing team for making this event possible. I hope today's conversation leads to meaningful connections and future collaborations. Thank you.
Thank you, President McIntyre, for those inspiring words. So now we are honored to hear from our distinguished VIP guests who continue to support and uplift our community. And please now, first one, Mr. Ron McKinnon. Mr. McKinnon, MP of Coquitlam, Port Coquitlam.
So hello everyone, and thank you to the Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society for organizing this celebration and for bringing us all together today on this gorgeous day at this gorgeous place. Asian Heritage Month is a time to recognize the generations of Asian Canadians who have helped shape our communities through hard work, resilience, and a deep commitment to family and opportunity. Here in Coquitlam, that contribution is not just history, it is part of our daily life, our businesses, and our culture, and our shared future. As we open this celebration, we honor those who came before us, and we reflect upon how we continue building a community that values respect, inclusion, and understanding. Thank you all, and I wish everyone a meaningful and inspiring month ahead. But before I leave this great place, I also have greetings from the Prime Minister of Canada. And on behalf of Zoe and Jake and myself, I'd like to present this to the board.
And now we also have a member of Parliament Zoe Royer, Coquitlam, Port Moody.
Thank you. Thank you so much. What an incredible pleasure to be here today. My name is Zoe Royer. I'm the Member of Parliament for Port Moody, Coquitlam, and Lord Belcarra. And this, where we are today, here at Vancouver Golf Course, is actually in our riding. And so today, we are gathered on the ancestral and unceded territory of the Coquitlam, the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, Katzie, Kwantlen, Kakite, and Stalo peoples. And they have lovingly cared for these lands since time remembered. So thank you so much to the Vancouver Golf Course as well for hosting us. And wow, to be here at the opening ceremony for our Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society's 30th annual celebration, 30th, is just such a great honor to have it right here in the riding. You know, 30 years is a remarkable milestone, and it represents decades of community leadership, cultural pride, artistic expression, and the hard work of so many people who believe that Asian Canadian stories, traditions, and contributions deserve to be seen, to be heard, honored, and celebrated. And here, in our incredible Tri-Cities, we are strengthened every day by the richness and the diversity of our Asian communities. Through family, business, education, the arts, really good food, language, service, and community participation. And to the awesome June Chen McIntyre, who I'm also so filled with gratitude to call her my dear friend. To the Society Board, the volunteers, the artists, the sponsors, the performers, and everybody who has helped bring this festival to life right here in Coquitlam. Thank you so very much. Your work builds understanding, connection, and pride across so many generations. And on behalf, as my MP colleague Ron McKinnon pointed out, our Prime Minister Carney and our Government of Canada, myself as your Member of Parliament, and also in my role as the co-chair for the Canada-China Legislative Association, we are so honored and so pleased to help officially celebrate this milestone year. So congratulations again on 30 incredible years, and may this year's Asian Heritage Month Festival be especially joyful, especially meaningful, and full of connection. Merci.
And also, we have our MLA of Coquitlam and Meadowville, yes, and Jennifer Blatherwick.
Thank you so much. 안녕하세요. 네 이름이 Jennifer Blatherwick입니다. 만나서 반갑습니다. 다지하오, bush Jennifer Blatherwick. And then in Farsi, so my Farsi has less practice, but I will try. Salom, nam Jennifer Hastam. Thank you. I am very grateful to my federal colleagues for going first because they have used all the dignified words and said all the important thank yous. Can we please give them a round of applause for those wonderful... And I have the opportunity to give you greetings from the province of British Columbia, from the Premier, David Eby, and myself. I am the MLA for Coquitlam-Meadowville, which is the riding just down Austin Avenue all the way to the river and all the way to Coquitlam Centre. But I also was so overjoyed to be here today because for me, this is walking into a room of friends. I got to walk into this room and see the stories of so many people here who are delighted to share their culture, their art, their language, and their heart with all of us. And especially, I want to give a thank you to the people here who brought their children. I'm not gonna cry. I cry at every speech. But I think most importantly, I want to raise up the children who are here supporting their parents, who have come on journeys that sometimes were thousands of miles and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of days to transition from one place to another that started out as unfamiliar. But because you have committed to being here and living in both worlds, we have the advantage of being able to share in the richness of the art and culture that you bring. And we have the pleasure of having you grow up in a culture that has all of those things that we can participate in together. So if we could please give a round of applause for the children of the parents who have come here today. And thank you so much to the service you give to the community. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Now we have the team of City of Coquitlam and City Mayor, Mr. Richard Stewart, and then all the councillors may be able to join your mayor and then our mayor, and actually to the stage, please. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, all. It's so nice to be here today to share in this celebration. It's always great to be able to join with the folks from around the world celebrating the cultures of around the world. I do want to acknowledge the two council colleagues that have been able to join me here, and they're up on stage behind me. I'll start with Robert Mazzarolo, Councillor Robert Mazzarolo. This is my last, I'm not running again as mayor, so this will be my last speech before this kind of a group. After me, it will probably be my council colleague Craig Hodge, who is running for another term. So I was born and raised in Coquitlam. I'm at a tremendous disadvantage because I didn't get to choose my community like you have. And so I was raised in the Francophone community of Maillardville, the community Francophone de Maillardville, which was really against the river. And 1,000 years ago, that was occupied exclusively by the Coquitlam First Nation and other First Nations. And we thank Coquitlam for lending us the name of our city. Is actually the same word in Hokomenum, which means red fish up the river. 100 years ago, there were cultures already from around the world, from Europe, from Asia. Truly, we began as the city of Coquitlam as an international city. And today, of course, we welcome and thrive because of all the people from around the world that now call Coquitlam home. And to be able to get together and celebrate your cultures and your languages and your foods, the dance, the arts, that's amazing. And it makes all of us richer. So on behalf of Coquitlam City Council, my colleagues here, but all of Council, we thank you very much for having the celebration of 30 years right here, or launching it right here in Coquitlam. And we wish you a most wonderful festival. Thank you so much. Merci.
감사합니다.
Arigato.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm going to miss you. And next, I think the mayor of Port Moody, Megan Lati, and also would you bring the council and all the councillors and to the front? And we have the councillor Amy Lubick And I'll leave the introduction of the rest of the council member, if there are any, and then to, okay, sure. The floor.
No, I'm not Craig Hodge. Where's Amy? Oh, right here. Hello, everybody. My name is Megan Lottie. I'm the mayor of Port Moody, and it's my privilege to be here this afternoon. With me, I have my council colleague, Amy Lubeck. What a remarkable occasion it is to be here today. I'm deeply honored to stand in front of you today and during this opening ceremonies for the 30th ExploreAsian Festival. This festival is a Metro Vancouver festival showcasing Pan-Asian and Canadian arts and culture during Asian Heritage Month, which you all know is May. And it's not just an annual event, it's a vibrant celebration of the community's rich diversity, cultural heritage, and shared stories. And today, and every day, let's take a moment to reflect on the importance of recognizing and celebrating diversity. We're so blessed to live in communities with such a mosaic of cultures, traditions, and identities, and each contributes a unique piece of the larger picture of who we are. And it's that diversity that strengthens us and enriches our lives and allows us to learn from one another and grow together. And I believe that the ExploreAsian Festival serves as a beautiful reminder of how our differences are our greatest assets. As we celebrate the traditions, the art, the music, and the delicious food, as was mentioned earlier, we're not only honoring their contributions, but we're also inviting everyone to partake in the vibrant narrative of our collective existence. So I encourage each of you to immerse yourselves in the beauty and richness of this festival. I'm sure that everyone will take time to engage in the performances and savor the delicious food that showcases the diverse Asian culture that we celebrate here today. Together, let's celebrate the differences and recognize the strength that comes from unity. And may this festival inspire us to continue fostering an environment of acceptance and appreciation and true inclusivity. So thank you again on the behalf of the City of Port Moody and my council colleagues. I'd like to congratulate you on this joyous celebration, and I hope that the festival in the month of May goes swimmingly. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Worship. And we also have other VIP guests, so I'm going to just announce their names. We have the Consulate General of Malaysia, Mahab Afandi, and we also have Consulate General of Malaysia, Handra Halim. Yeah. Consul General of Pakistan, Shahzad Hussain. We have Consul General of Austria, David Haber. And the Coquitlam Heritage Society President, Ao Lau. Coquitlam Heritage Society, Jim McIntyre. And we also have Matthew Sebastiani, Place des Arts. Thank you for your patience, number one, and also thank you for our all the VIP speakers. And now let's take a moment to learn about the history and the organization behind this incredible festival, the Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society. In 1996, the late Jim Won Cho, and among with other members in this community, Misu Banerjee, Mo-Ling Choi, Grace Echo Thompson, and Winston Shin, and followed the Asian Heritage celebrations in the US and Toronto, Canada, and began the Asian Heritage Month celebration in Vancouver. So in 2001, Senator Vivian Poi proposed a motion in the Senate to recognize Asian Heritage Month in the month of May officially. Other Canadian cities celebrating Asian Heritage Month, including Victoria, Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, and Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa, and Halifax, and other federation. And so late Jim Won Chu was a writer, photographer, historian, and a radio producer, community organizer, and an activist, editor, and a cultural and a literary engineer. And so he founded the society, and also we have the original founder, like Bev Nan here today. So this is really, they're all here to witness the 30th celebration, and also this is a special anniversary. And this is a quick introduction of our past presidents. We have, of course, Jim Won Chu, you saw it from the last slide. Then we have Beverly Nan here. We also have Joy Lin Salzberg, and we have Raymond Liens, and Mo Dahiwa, and Jane Was, and Professor Was was once upon the time a president, and Winnie Chan. Michael Huang's here, past president, and Mo Daliwa, and Ken McIntyre, and Leticia Sanchez. So they were the past president. Thank you very much for nurturing and this cultural organization. So our mission is actually to foster and promote and celebrate the arts and the cultural diversity that Asian Canadian communities bring to Canada society. Now we have a team introduction. So behind this impactful actually work is a dedicated team. So let us take a moment to recognize the passionate individuals and who make this all possible. We have Mrs. McIntyre, and June McIntyre has worked as a civil engineer in the construction industry since 1988, and she's the owner-operator of both the construction contracting business and the consulting business based in city of Coquitlam. Her project ranges from single-family homes to townhomes, low-rise apartment buildings, and 12-story hotel across the greater Vancouver area. She has been an active volunteer in the community, has served on the Multicultural Advisory Community Board for the City of Coquitlam and the Event Committee for the Coquitlam Foundation. June also was elected as a Community Leader Representative in 2017 for the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. Her dedication to her profession and community service underscores her commitment to making a positive impact on the social and cultural landscape of the Lower Mainland. Thank you, June. So, our Vice President, Dr. Nassim Tariq, and has been working as an instructor of mathematics science for over 4 decades at post-secondary institutions in several countries around the world and across Canada. And his current teaches at Fraser Institute College, Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, and as an educator, and he has been recognized for teaching excellence. He received a Bachelor of Science as well as Master of Science from King's College, University of London in the UK, and a PhD from the University of New Brunswick in Fredericton. And he has supported various community and cultural organizations throughout in several roles in the Lower Mainland as a multilingual and a multicultural professional. Nassim is committed to promoting the diverse Asian cultures by serving Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society. Thank you, Dr. Nassim. And we have the secretary, and Behnaz Fazili Fad. And then Behnaz holds a Bachelor of Laws from the University of Tehran and has worked as an immigration consultant since 2010. After studying event planning at Vancouver Community College VCC, she transitioned into a career as an event planner, and she is an active community volunteer, has served on the Multiculturalism Advisory Committee for the City of Coquitlam. In her spare time, Behnaz enjoys painting and exploring mythology and ancient civilizations. Thank you. So also we have other, in addition to our officers, and we have Shirley Huang, board director of the board. We have Ali Reza and Fadey and the board director. I think Eliezer is not here. We have Mia Anwar here and the board director. We have Alvin Chan here. And we have Tariq Guman, and also director, but he's not here today, unfortunately. We also have our very dedicated and committee members, and they are Nancy Wong, Isabella Sun, Yash Kapoor, yes, the handsome, and Sanya Moha, Yu He He, and Justin Pham, Minnie Chan, and our Danny Wong. Xu Yitao, and also board of directors. And thank you, of course, for everyone who participated last year and supported and contributed. And now, may I have all the VIPs to the front, then we can have a group photo and in the front row.
3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, please look at the cell phones around. Okay, wait. Okay, so everybody, so with the camera, 刚哥，你们都要移开。So all the cell phones in the front. So.
I always say, don't know, don't tell me. You're like a dog. You're kind of quiet.
So maybe I'll have Matthew Sebastiani first to introduce your program. Maybe to the podium, please. Thank you.
Great. Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew Sebastiani. I'm president of the board at Place des Arts. And I just want to say that thank you for the invitation, June and the board, and all the work that you're doing to celebrate this 30th anniversary. At Place des Arts, we are proud to be part of this milestone year. Our mission has always been to create opportunities for people to experience the arts in ways that are meaningful, inclusive, and rooted in community. And Asian Heritage Month reminds us how essential cultural expression is to our shared identity and how the arts help us understand one another more deeply. And so I'm really pleased to share that Place des Arts is collaborating on a special dance workshop on May 3rd as part of this year's celebration. The workshop invites participants to experience cultural traditions through movement, rhythm, and storytelling. So Place des Arts is pleased to provide the facility and the space for the Asian Heritage Month. So thank you for that opportunity. Our partnership is a commitment to honoring the diversity of our community and ensuring that cultural traditions continue to thrive. So again, I want to express my gratitude to ExploreAsian, our artistic partners, and the many community members that make this possible. May we continue to build a community where every culture is valued and celebrated, not just in the month of May for Asian Heritage Month, but also every day. Thank you.
Okay, so may I also, thank you very much, and Matthew, and can I have Mr. Lau, and then to introduce your program. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Al Lau. I'm the president of Coquitlam Heritage, and we're really honored to partner with Asian Heritage Month, and bring a few programs into reality. Coquitlam Heritage really believes in teaching the next generation about the heritage we all share. So we have 3 events that we're going to collaborate with. First one is going to be sushi making. The second one will be dumpling making, and we're going to highlight the difference in dumpling because there's not all the same. And lastly, I think it's the final thing we're going to do is the Korean fashion in collaboration with Leah Park too. So another thing that it's a very important part to pass on to the next generation about heritage through this type of event. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Lau, and also Mr. Zhang, and for the Vancouver Cherry Blossom program. And then Ms. Zhang is going to come to the podium and introduce their program.
Hi everybody, my name is Bin. I'm from Canadian Chinese Poetry Association. I'm very proud of we are partnered with Vancouver Heritage Culture Association to do this event for the Vancouver Cherry Blossom. We actually will have a contest of photograph and poetry. So May 9, we have a gala in Stage 1 theater in Richmond. So everybody welcome to there, and we will have the awarding ceremony for last year, event and the lunch of this year, and for the contest, we also welcome everybody to join us. And thank you.
Now I will welcome Sonia to introduce our upcoming event. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here and enjoying the food and sun as well. I'm here to introduce our upcoming events. That our most signature event is on 16th of May. That's going to happen on Canadian Casino. Admission is free, but for the people who love food like me, they have a culture food booths and the photo booths as well. So for the finger food taster, we have the ticket for $30, but for the early birds we have $15, so you can enjoy the Asian food there. And then we have a premium sated dinner that's cost $90, but for the early birds we have $80. And I hope you will enjoy. You will come together to enjoy our culture, food, and community. And in the end, we are closing our celebration month on the closing ceremony that's going to happen on 31st of May, and it's going to its location is the Pink Pearl Chinese restaurant, and we are going to award our distinguished and well-performed artists for their outstanding performance. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye.
Thank you, Senia. I think we'll then come back to the performances, and then we have 4 artists and 3 sets of performances. And the first one is Mr. Mayo Lenticho.
Thank you very much. Let's be back again. So this one is traditional. I did my own mix, playing this for everyone. This is the music from the Island of the Painted Hands. Now I'd like to share this very special song. It's like a folk song from the Philippines, and it talks about, back in the days, you go on date, but instead of going to the mall or the cinema, we just go out in the field, in the forest, and all you need is a good light from the moon. Ako'y sa'yo, ikaw ay akin. Ganda mo sa panin. Ako ngayon'y nag-iisa. Sana ay tabihan. Sa ibabaw ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw, sa dilaw na buwan. Ayokong mabuhay ng mangkot, ikaw ang nagpapasaya. Makakasama hanggang sa pagtanda, di na tayo'y humiga. Saan ba? Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang
Next performance we'll have Sophie Hien and then Edgar. While they are setting up, Sophie and Edgar have been collaborating and merging his guitar music and her poetry since 2023, when they performed together with other musicians and artists' friends for the Hearts of Freedom inauguration in Vancouver. Hearts of Freedom is a national traveling exhibit that curated refugee stories from the Southeast Asian communities in Canada. We have Edgar's bio. Edgar discovered his passion for music as a child growing up in Manila, teaching himself to play classical guitar pieces by ear. With his father in prison as a political detainee, the family had no means to afford formal music lessons. Yet, driven by his love for music, Edgar developed his craft through informal collaborations with childhood friends, many of whom would go on to become renowned professional musicians and composers. His musical journey continued after immigrating to Vancouver, where he embraced new opportunities to explore diverse music unfamiliar to him back home. Immersing him in the city's rich multicultural music scene, Edgar once again relied on his finely tuned ear and intuitive approach to breathe life into his guitar. And Sophie, dedicated to nurturing community and the arts. Sophie Hien is a second-generation Cambodia-Canadian spoken word artist, writer, and a poet. Her previous experience in child and youth care, special education as a civil servant, and currently as co-founder of Encore Harvest allows her to serve holistically. Currently, Sophie is completing her first book, Remember Me in Stillness, a prose and poetry memoir, a creative inquiry into the intergenerational genocide experience of Cambodian Canadian who arrived in Canada in the 1980s. Remember Me in Stillness is supported by the Canada Council for the Arts.
Hi everybody. We wanted to thank the Vancouver Asian Heritage Month Society for all of your hard work and dedication to making this day possible. Thank you, June. Thank you, Jimmy and Sanya, and the rest of your team for all of your hard work and for building community, building bridges, so that we can all walk on the bridge together. Perhaps we can all learn more about our personal histories and the personal histories of those around us. My poem that I'm going to recite for you today is called Inside Heartwood. It has many homes, including this beautiful 261 Canadian Literature edition. It's called Swirling into a Field of Life, Works in Conversation with Idang Troong. Idang Troong was a Cambodian-Canadian UBC scholar who studied extensively the Cold War, or the impact, the collateral damage, and complexities of the Cold War, the Vietnam War, and the Cambodian genocide, and the impact that it had on ordinary people. So today, I would like to dedicate Inside Heartwood to Idang, to her husband, Chris, her son, Kai, her mom, her dad, and her two brothers. I also want to dedicate Inside Heartwood to my beautiful friend, Laura, her late father, Simon, who, just like Edgar, was also a musician. He played the guitar. We were listening to his music in the car on our way here today. To share some notes with you guys. I attended Idang Churung's book launch of Refugee Life Worlds and her memorial at UBC on March 7, 2023, with my cousin Dominic Ohm and my friend Taiwa Lee. Neither of us had met Idang. Learned about her and her work from the thoughtful reflections shared by the panelists for the first time. I was especially moved by Madeline Tiang's poignant and tender sharing of how her late friend's presence left an imprint on her. Christopher B. Patterson's resolve and determination in standing by and caring for his wife while she was battling cancer and supporting her to complete her book was deeply moving. His dedication made me think of, I might say this wrong, Thich Nhat Hanh's words. When we understand each other's deepest aspirations, we become soulmates. We also met Idang's parents and her two older brothers. I remember feeling a sense of regret of not knowing Idang before she passed. Perhaps we could have exchanged or shared histories. Both of our families survived the genocide in Cambodia and lived in Khao Yai. It's a Thai refugee camp in Prachin Buri. I'll always remember what Idang's father said to me when I attempted to offer him some words of consolation in Khmer. Gat Chit Pong. There's no direct English translation, or maybe there is, I just don't know it. It's a compassionate way of expressing a heartfelt condolence and intent for one's heart to have peace after tremendous loss. Idang's father shared with me that Khmer Buddhist monks attended to Idang at the hospital during her last moments, chanting Balai for her as she transitioned. With tears in his eyes, he shook his head gently and said, Om Kachet Mekban, Bo Om Yin Kon Srei Te Moini. How can I have peace in my heart when I only have this one daughter? The experience left a profound impact on me. The deep love that surrounded Idang at the UBC Memorial inspired me to write the first draft of Inside Heartwood the following day. So that's just a little context of the origin of Inside Heartwood. And now we're going to perform for you Inside Heartwood. Inside Heartwood. Acacia leaves dance in the wind. Now they're falling where your feet have been. Near and from afar, I can hear you strumming your guitar. From the place you were once living, I can almost hear you singing. You'll never forget the one that you love. Knyom and I bemplik bante, anu sawari, ruving nek, ruving knyom hai nek chipi sralai. When I walk away from this world, which direction do I go? nó bên nhom chả chênh bị bị phật để thông từ liê lại nhom trời ta lại nhom trời tơ ta bị thi na tơ when I look back over my shoulders will I see the faces of those who heard my heartbeat? Will every feather shed from its wings catch you and me? Which way to the moon's gaze? Will the winter weed through snowballs and hid behind tall hemlocks hold us back, scattering seeds into the wombs of new matriarchs? Not too long ago, I went back to Salish Trail. Ran my fingers along the rough edge of that dead tree trunk. Inside its porous, pulpy flesh. It's here where I found that slab of bark I left in your hand when you closed your eyes. But it's me that can't see your face. In these 2 split seconds, an American robin leaps over the shadow of the other, rousing it from a long and quiet sleep. The sandhill cranes are due to return to the great wetlands where the grass hovers tall and green behind snowflakes that contemplate the warm and nude skin on thin branches. Thank you, everybody.
Before our last performer, and then we'll have Sanya to introduce our workshops. Yeah, Sanya, please. Yeah.
Hi again. I'm just introducing our upcoming workshop, which is taking place is on Koja Cafe. That's the address I'm going to read. 239th Street, George R, North Vancouver, and it's gonna be the date is in the May 9th, Saturday. There is a 2 time slot. One is 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. and other is 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And there we're going to establish the pottery workshop, and this is the free workshop as well. There is our 3rd workshop that is going to be on a 1699 Millard Crest, Coquitlam. The date is May 17 and it's a Saturday. Time slot is 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. and the workshop is for acrylic painting, and it's a free workshop as well. And our 4th workshop is in the Burnaby Library, the Vancouver Chinese Canadian Museum. So date is 23rd and it's a Saturday, and it is actually the legacy of the Chinese Canadian architects. So please join our workshop to be the part of the culture. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, we have Rosa. Rosa Makarian is an Iranian-Canadian vocalist whose artistic journey reflects resilience, passion, and a cultural dedication. Born in Iran, she discovered her love for singing at a young age. Despite strict government restrictions on music, she pursued her passion for 6 years before forced to leave the country due to persecution, spending several years as a refugee. After arriving in Canada in 2015, Rosa continued to develop her vocal artistry, studying opera at the Royal Conservatory of Music in British Columbia. During her training, she distinguished herself by participating in numerous music festivals and earning 14 Gold Seal certificates in recognition of her achievements. In 2022, Rosa became part of Avaz Opera, making an important milestone in her professional career as an Iranian female opera singer. She has also been an active participant in the Asian Cultural Heritage Festival, where she represents Iranian artistry and culture. Now, in her second year at the festival, Rosa continues to share her voice and story with diverse audience, celebrating the power of music to transcend borders and adversity. So, Rosa, please.
Hello everyone. I stand here as an Iranian artist carrying the voice of a people who long for freedom, dignity and peace. I will perform a Persian traditional song named Jan Maryam, a piece that reflects the heart and soul of my culture.
Thank you, Rhoda. What a wonderful way to conclude today's celebration. I'm not able to say on behalf of VAMS, but I was a past director of VAMS for 6 years. So on behalf of VAMS, thank you for all joining us in celebrating 30 years of ExploreAsian. Your presence here today reflects the strength, diversity, and unity of our community. We look forward to seeing you throughout this festival in May. Have a fantastic afternoon, and artists, maybe you want to go to the stage, maybe have a group photo. And so thank you all, and good afternoon.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Okay.